Hello dear students, my name is Tattibayeva D. I am a senior lecturer, PhD of Quality and Safety of Food Department in the Faculty of Food Industry. We are going to study authentication and falsification of food products. На русском языке переводится как идентификация, фальсификация пищевых продуктов. Эту дисциплину мы будем проходить на английском языке. Today we have lecture 1. The topic is authentication and the falsification of food products. Introduction. Food authentication is a process that verifies that the food is in compliance with its label description. This may include, among others, the origin, species, geographical or genetic production method, conventional, organic, traditional procedures, free range, or processing technologies, irradiation, freezing, microwave heating. The declaration of specific quality attributes in high-value products is of particular interest since these products are often target of fraudulent labeling. Proof of provenance is an important topic for food safety, food quality, and consumer protection, as well as the compliance with national legislation and international standards and guidelines. Due to the globalization of food markets and the resulting increase in variability and availability of food products from other countries, consumers are increasingly interested in knowing the geographical origin along with the assumed quality of the products they eat and drink. The quality assurance and the methods used to authenticate foodstuffs are of great interest both from commercial and legal points of view. Labeling legislation is there to ensure that food is properly described. It seeks to protect the consumer from being sold an inferior product with a false description in addition to protecting honest traders from unfair competition. Enforcement of this legislation ensures that correctly described products remain available to the consumer and that consumer confidence is maintained, which in turn ensures a marketplace for these foods. Thus, the availability of sound analytical methods which can ensure the authenticity of foods plays a fundamental role in the operation of modern society. Authenticity has been a major concern of consumer producers and regulators since ancient times. Modern instrumentation and advances in basic sciences and in information and communication technologies provide means for precise measurement and elucidation of origin of foods. Since the beginning of the 20th century, organizations that set standards for and control the origin of ingredients and the production process have appeared all over the world. For example, the French Institut National des Appellations d'Origine, Italy's Denominazione di Origine Controllata, Spain's Denominación de Origen, South Africa's Wine of Origin, or the United States American viticultural areas. The production of consumer goods according to these standardized procedures normally results in better products and is rewarded with higher prices at the point of sale. Unfortunately, these financial benefits attract the production of counterfeit food and illegal food trades. Counterfeit consumer goods are goods often inferior quality, made or sold under another brand name, without the brand owner's authorization. Sellers of such goods may infringe on either the trademark, patent, and copyright of the brand owner by passing off its goods as made by the brand owner. Counterfeit products made up 5 to 7% of world trade in 2013 and in 2014 cost an estimated 2.5 million jobs worldwide, with up to 750 million jobs lost in the US. About 5% of goods imported into the European Union in 2013 were fakes, according to the OECD. Less developed countries such as India have also been inundated with counterfeit products. Determination of food authenticity is an important issue in quality control and food safety. Authenticity testing is a quality criterion for food and food ingredients, increasingly a result of legislative protection of regional foods. Thus, there is a pressing need for accurate standardized food authentication techniques. food authenticity testing does not serve only consumers. The stakeholders include food industries who are seeking the opportunity to assure their food products labeling compliance and branding. Regulatory authorities are asking for an extended and updated list of the analytical methods for confirmation of authentic food products and to support law enforcement. The desire to make fraudulent profit from the misrepresentation of food has been a feature of society from historical times. One of the oldest scientific surveys of the authenticity of food was undertaken by Arthur Hill Hassall in 1861. He employed microscopy, which until this time had been resorted for medical studies, to investigate the authenticity of coffee, an extremely expensive commodity at that time. His survey found that 21 out of 24 samples contained adulterants such as chicory, roasted wheat, and burnt sugar. In 1995, the UK Ministry of Agriculture, Fisheries and Food undertook a survey of instant coffees and evaluated some of the recent advances in food authentication. Authenticity on the basis of their sugar composition. 15% of the coffee examined were considered is not authentic. This demonstrates two important points. First, adulteration issues do not go away. If there is a potential for an illegal profit to be made, only continued vigilance provides reassurance against this type of fraud. Second, the development of new technologies will often discover food authenticity issues which current techniques cannot. Hassall's idea of using the microscope for food studies was a good example of this point, which subsequent scientific developments in food authentication have regularly confirmed. This review will therefore record. The purpose of identification is to establish the identity or authenticity of the object up to its fundamental characteristics. The tasks of identification are determination of the structure, rules, and regulations in the field of identification of goods, development of fundamental criteria which is suitable for identifying homogeneous groups, specific types and names of goods, study of consumer properties of goods and properties characterizing them in order to identify the most reliable identification criteria, improving standards, specification and other regulation by including quality properties for identification purposes, improvement of the methods of authentication of goods, express methods which allow with a sufficiently high degree of reliability to determine all the fundamental characteristics of goods. Thank you. So we have looked through the purpose of identification, the tasks of identification, and shortly, what is our food authentication? Food authentication is a process that verifies that the food is in compliance with label description. This may include, among others, the origin of products, the declaration, and the declaration of specific quality attributes, and process that verifies that the food is in compliance with international standards, guidelines, and with national legislations. So food, today we have started with what is food authentication, their purpose, their objects, their explanation. Thank you.